morning everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Pokemon Trainer Neats, and you're watching episode 3 of Theme Deck Thursday. And this episode we're going to be using the HS Basic Blue deck, which is the third and final deck from the Heart Gold Soul Silver era of cards that was available to you when you first downloaded the Pokemon trading card game online. So, let's have a quick look at the deck. Okay, so just wait for it to load. So, as with any theme deck, there's a lot of Pokemon, and there's a couple of Pokemon that we're going to be aiming to build up as our main attackers. So, we have 3 Squirtle, 2 Wartortle, 1 Blastoise. The Blastoise isn't as good as the Deluge Blastoise, so I try not to set this up where possible. I use it if it's like the only attacker I can actually get set up at that time. And we've got 2 Teddiursa, 1 Ursaring, 3 Eevee, 3 Vaporeon. I like this Vaporeon because you can heal yourself when you do Spiral Drain for 1 energy, and then you can spread damage with Dual Splash. 4 Horsey, 2 Seadra, 1 Kingdra. Now I like this Kingdra a lot. Water Arrow, you can just target down a particular Pokemon, and then Stream Pump, you can do up to 80 damage, so I like that Pokemon a lot. Then we've got 4 Totodile, 3 Croconaw, and 1 Feraligatr. Feraligatr is the main Pokemon we're going to be looking to set up with this deck. My preferred backup attackers would be the Kingdra and the Vaporeon. Possibly the Ursaring as well, but we're going to try and avoid the Blastoise if we can. Then trainer cards, we've got 1 Full Heal, 2 Potion, 1 Pokeball, 2 Bill, 2 Engineer's Adjustments, and 2 Interviewer's Questions. So we've got plenty of ways to get our energies out, and a few ways to draw cards. And then we've got 20 Water Energy, so 30 Pokemon, 10 Trainers, and 20 Energy. So possibly, I think, slightly less Trainers than we see in the other decks, but nevertheless, we've still got some decent ones we can work with when we eventually draw into them. So that is the deck. So far in these episodes, we haven't managed to win a single game. So, can we book the trend today and finally get our first win on Theme Deck Thursday? Let's head over to the Versus mode and let's find out. Okay, so here we are on Theme Deck. So let's go to HS Basic Blue and get straight into a battle. Will it be a short battle? Will it be a long battle? Who knows? We'll just have to find out. So we're going against Slug Princess, who is using the Black and White Basic Red deck, which is a fire deck, which is excellent because that gives us immediate type advantage. So far, I'm liking our chances. And this is the Battle Frontier theme. I've recently finished watching the Battle Frontier episodes on Pokemon TV, and I've now moved on to watching the Diamond and Pearl episodes. Okay, that's not a bad start. So I think because we have type advantage, I'm going to start with the Squirtle, and I'll bench the Eevee. So bench Eevee. And we'll hit done. So far so good. My opponent starts with a Rattata, which of course isn't a fire type. But no matter, it only has 30 hit points. So we see an Ether from my opponent, which gets no energy cards. So we see an energy attachment from my opponent, and a pass. Okay then, so what does this do again? Discard an energy from your hand, then draw 4 cards. Yeah, I'm down for doing that. So, we'll get rid of an energy, and we'll draw 4 cards. Excellent, there's a Wartortle. This is a nice start. So, we'll attach an energy to Squirtle, we'll bench another Eevee, and then we're going to use Rain Splash for 10. Okay, so my opponent draws a card. To be a master. I seem to remember we had this song last week as well. But that's cool. there's always a chance of me getting it more on this playlist, because I do actually have 2 versions of it. There's one from the original Pokemon 2B Master album, and then it was also on the Pokemon X CD when it released on the 10th anniversary. Right, so we've got drawn into a Horsey, so we're going to bench Horsey. We're going to evolve to Wartortle. We're going to attach an energy to Wartortle, and we're going to play Bill. And there's another Horsey, and there's a Vaporeon, so we'll leave this other Horsey in hand for now, actually, I think. And we'll use Water Arrow to do 20. I think this does mean we're going to take Rocky Helmet damage. So what's this Raticate do? Discard a Pokemon tool card. We haven't got one of those. Put damage counters on the defending Pokemon until its remaining hit points is 10. That means we won't be able to attack it without getting knocked out. But that's okay, because we can do 50 damage next turn. And that Raticate only has 30 hit points left, so Rocky Helmet will knock us out. We're actually going to take the win here. So, hang on, what am I doing? Get that Seadra into play. Attach energy. And then we can simply go Surf for 50 damage. Knock out the Raticate. And that's going to be game to us. Well, we finally got a win on Theme Deck Thursday. Wonder if we can continue that into next week. Oh, I have to choose a Pokemon to be my active before the game can end. We'll go with the Vaporeon, because that would be my next choice. So we didn't even get to utilise our type advantage, but bench outs can also be quite common with theme decks, because if your Pokemon end up clumped together in the deck, you don't tend to draw into them. So, I'm happy with that. That's a nice little win there. So, third weekend, that's third time lucky, we finally got our first win on Theme Deck Thursday. So that'll be it for the Heart Gold, Soul Silver decks. Next week, we'll be moving on to the first of the Black and White series built-in decks, which will be... Let's just get it to go across. So we're moving on to the Black and White decks. Next week we'll be looking at the Black and White Basic Green deck. There was more of these decks available, so we do have quite a few decks to cover from the Black and White era, which is cool. So you can look forward to that next week, and I really do love the Black and White Basic decks. They're really quite good, so can't wait to start showing you those. So, well, that's going to be it for today after that short and sweet battle with the HS Basic Blue deck, but we got our first win, so we're not going to complain. So, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button for me. If this is your first time to the channel, please do subscribe. I upload regular videos every week. You can get in touch with me in a couple of ways. You can email me, PokemonTrainerNeats@hotmail.com. You can also find me on Twitter @PokemonTrainerNeats. Feel free to drop by and say hi. And that's it for today. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all soon.